And good evening, hello everyone. I am DJ Squirrel. You are welcome to Treetime on CR and 8BitX.
Watch yourself, Squirrel. You're starting to sound like the announcer for NPR in my local station. He's constantly fucking up his script.
And today we are going to talk about how screwed we are.
Because we do not have our laugh track.
This is NPR News.
So you don't have anybody who can actually tell you when to laugh.
Indeed. So
I'll laugh when I want to, damn it.
Also, that means we have to do the news ourselves.
Fuck no!
So, we're not doing news ourselves? Okay.
Yes,
we'll wait till the laugh track gets here.
Yeah, he's either showing up later today or we'll just do all of it tomorrow. No big deal.
Yeah. If you're here for pony news, sorry, you're out of luck until trade returns. On that note, who is here?
We have with us Miss Rar,
who just showed back up. Where'd you go, girl?
My Discord just crashed.
Oh.
Discord crashed on me.
Well, tell Discord to stop it.
You gotta go tell.
Wait a minute, we gotta get
Fluttershy's the one who needs to do that.
Yeah, Fluttershy needs to tell him to stop it.
He's been busy lately. I can't tell him anything.
Well, he is Fluttershy's bitch.
After the last comic I read, because I finally caught up with the mainline comics.
Oh, Accord?
And Accord, and holy shit, that was freaky.
Really?
Yeah, is it just me, or are the comics just getting ever slightly more
darker
and darker?
Well, it's because the staff at IDW is recognizing that, we can get away with more because little kids, the demographic who watch the show, aren't really the ones buying the comics.
Yeah. And they get thrown a lot more references.
Hence why you got shit like the commentary on the presidential election when the mayor was going up for re-election.
Yeah, but I don't really see Filthy Rich as a good analogy for drunk.
Yeah, and I agree with you there because, for one, Filthy Rich lost his election.
And he's not that stupid.
He's actually a nice guy.
He didn't lose the election, he just got very humbled very fast.
I decided, you know what, I'm not ready for this shit.
And he knew when to quit, whereas Drumpf doesn't know when to quit and is completely off his balls.
And now it's charging people $200,000 to have private access to what he's calling the Southern White House.
Which is still his, isn't it?
Yes, it's his private little resort area that he owns and lets people into.
Isn't that a conflict of interest?
It is.
Yep.
Well, unfortunately,
impeachable conflict of interest.
Unfortunately, Rares, the president and the vice president are exempt from conflict of interest laws. It's been that way since the inception of the country.
Ugh.
The conflict of interest laws only apply to members of the Senate, House, and the cabinet, again, excluding the VP and the president himself.
Which is still shit because they're using taxpayer money, but
even more so. Now, here's a question though: how about all the friggin' constitutional violations he's been doing?
Can we talk about something else?
Yes, Rares doesnn't really like politics.
I just don't think it's appropriate to talk about it here.
Yeah, because she's currently living in a diarchy that is ruled by two actually decent leaders of a country.
Mm.
I just don't want things to turn south.
Nope, we don't. So,
did
moving
everyone
forward,
get introduced?
No, we did not.
So who didn't get introduced?
Nobody.
And other than me. So
other than you.
Well, so then we have here the fans.
Yes.
The fangirl.
Hello.
Go ahead, Squirrel.
And we have the fanfic person of the fanfics, Shirley. That was weak, I'm sorry.
Wow.
That was really weak.
You are out of practice.
I am.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I should really be the fanfic guy, because it's not like anyone... It just seems like no one cares about the fanfics anymore.
And we have the Ubermare 1010.
Das ist gut.
Yeah.
That's good.
So, introductions out of the way. What else is on the agenda?
Well, unfortunately, since we can't do news, But
no, I thought that's what you said.
didn't we? I know it's technically news, but Squirrel, didn't we get a release date for season 7?
Yes, season 7 will be out somewhere around mid-April, I think.
And we're all excited because season 7 comes with it. Lots of guest stars like Shatner!
Yes, like Shatner.
William King Shatner.
That's gonna be so awesome.
And unfortunately, we also have some semi-confirmed that Discord probably won't be in this season.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah, John Delancey actually went out and said, I don't think I recorded anything for this season.
Oh no!
So we shall not have Shatner versus Discord.
Which would have been really
Which
weird.
actually would have been a little out of place.
Would have been cool, but a little weird.
Out of place.
Yeah, well, I mean, we were all praying that Patrick Stewart would come on and actually have a throwdown with Discord as his pony self, but you know,
Or as Star Swirl the Bearded anyway.
it's quite clear. It's quite clear from the episode with Coloratura that the original writers and staff really wanted to get Lady Gaga, but they couldn't.
So they had to get a who did they get instead?
They got a girl who know that she's a singer and she's been on TV before, but she still has the magnificent pipes.
And they got someone with actual talent.
Yes.
But that's the thing. When I saw Coloratura when she showed up in her obviously Lady Gaga garb, she was wearing the black veil and she was called the Countess. I'm like, oh my god, it's fucking Gaga. My friends are like, why do you say that? And I'm like,
Look at her.
American Horror Story season 3. That is what her character calls herself, and she's constantly wearing a black veil.
American Horror Story?
Yeah.
Countess Rara. Hello.
So yeah, we can definitely tell that. Oh yeah.
You can tell I don't watch the series.
AJ, I found a picture of the after party of that concert that she threw. You and Coloratura drunk off your asses on cider, singing "Equestria, the Land I Love."
Yeah. What can I say? We were catching up.
No kidding.
What? I like curly manes, all right? I like curly manes.
I think it was funny that Rarity just would not suffer Coloratura at all. Just like, damn it, this bitch.
She's dealt with prima donnas, but at least with Rara, she's still humble.
Well, Coloratura got humbled.
She was already humble. Was that stupid? I'm not going to talk about him.
No.
We don't have to deal with him no more.
I hear he tried to worm his way into being Sapphire Shores' manager.
I wouldn't know about that.
He got shut down in less than 10 seconds.
Sapphire strikes me as the type of girl that would, do her own management.
She does.
Oh, Sapphire loves to have assistants now and then, but Sapphire does her own thing.
Sapphire speaks in the third person now? Are you taking
I do sometimes. You have a problem with that?
No? Trixie and I are pretty chill. I don't think I would have an issue with that.
Speaking of Trixie,
Yes.
has everyone seen that little animation that Brutal Weather has done with future Twilight being all Metal Gear on her?
I don't think I've seen that.
Well, Brutal Weather is an amazing animator. He actually reminds me very much of it's on the tip of my tongue. Who did Don't Mine at Night?
Oh gosh, that would be
Jan Animation.
Jan.
Speaking of animations that are coming up, if you're following Duo Cartoonists, the people behind the Children of the Night animation, as well as The Moon Rises, they're currently working on a prequel to Celestia and Luna and Discord's story, rather their origin stories, with an animation, musical animation called Choices. They've already got the song down.
I thought it was only going to be done as an animatic.
Nope, they're doing a full animation. They're almost done with it. They've got it further along. They've got voices. They got a voice for Celestia. They've got the Magnificent Rev voicing Discord.
I was about to say, for those of you who are fans of the show, they actually got dear old Rev to play Discord.
And he's not just
Rev
speaking,
singing
he's
in
singing.
Discord's voice is just weird.
But it's awesome because it's spot on.
And I will say this, and no offense to you, Mr. Delancey, for some reason you're listening, but he sings better than John Delancey singing.
Oh, he does, actually. He sings a lot better. But yes, we have Rev singing and voicing Discord in it. And wow, the animation, the art style is very reminiscent of the Don Bluth animations.
Oh, it's actually, I was going to say it's kind of like a weird mix of Don Bluth and Disney. And it's like and the scene that we have in the animation coming up just reminds me so much of Little Mermaid Ursula.
I think that's what they were going for, but it was really good. I love what I've seen so far. They have the song available for people who just want the song, but you can also watch like the current animatic progress. It's really great. It's great. So, and they've posted the what they've got so far with now with Celestia's dialogue in. Just go and watch it.
I remember when Duo Cartoonists said they were going to move away from ponies and do like their own thing, and then they just like, oh, screw it, back to ponies.
Well, because everyone's really wanting this. They have been for ages.
Well, this was after Children of the Night, and they said, no, we're kind of done with MLP. We're going to make our own stuff. And they created a small, like, little test animation of original pony characters in, like, a situation, but I think that thing got scrapped.
They were also doing all their animation now in Toon Boom, I believe. And because of that, the animation is smoother. They even did animation tests with actual Don Bluth drawings. Like someone managed to draw Miss Brisby from Nim. And
hey Squirrel, isn't the MLP movie going to be done in Toon Boom? They're not doing it in Flash anymore.
Yeah, it's all in Toon Boom now.
Yep, the evolution of animation, folks. Both fans and the actual artists are doing it, and the actual TV show are doing it.
Yeah.
Or rather,
and I don't care what Zai says. I find their ears adorable.
Yeah, I
liked the ears. He didn't mind them. He just thought that a fan vector made with a cardboard cutout looked like crap. He likes the actual official art that's properly done.
Okay, because like I remember him like saying at the official like movie poster and looking at it, he's like, "Oh, they look like crap."
He's warmed up to them, and I think it's more like he didn't really like. It's not that he thought they were crap. It's more that they seem to have adopted the fan style for the ears, rather than keeping the original style that they had. They're evolving the style as well as the animation software. But yeah, like I said, Dual Cartoonist, they have the furthering animatic of Choices up. There's lots of music. There's going to be great stuff in there. Please go check it out. Show them love. Follow them on YouTube and keep up to date. This is not sponsored, by the way.
Yes, no shameless whoring.
Anybody else?
So since it's Friday, I think I'm going to crack open the cider and.
Did they get drunk already?
Time to get drunk.
Well, I'm also eating. I haven't eaten yet.
So you're not gonna get that drunk.
Well, he already just admitted he's drinking on an empty stomach.
No,
Not
I'm
yet.
drinking with my meal. I'm only drinking cider and a shot of Applejack.
You hear that, Rare Dom? A drink!
It's just so
Yes, I
giddy.
heard that.
So giddy that HA's is so giddy that there exists in this universe an alcohol that's named after her.
Yep.
Oh, some other bit of news for us, because screw it, I'm going to take over Trade's job for a little bit.
Let's go.
DWK has released another analysis, I guess you can call it that, about the
It's not analysis. It's a recap, Squirrel.
Oh, whatever. Well, yeah, it's a recap of the EQG shorts. And what's hilarious is, one, he ties them all together in like a little plot.
Yeah, it's one small narrative.
Yeah. And two, his editing skills have gotten a lot better.
And a little frightening.
Yeah, and frightening, because oh my god, that was terrifying.
The one of the things that made me laugh, but also made me go, I don't know if I really buy that, was his implication that Trixie was like really loose with the football team.
Yeah, I'd have to say I don't like that much either.
Wow.
Don't, because Trixie is worth much more than that.
Mm-hmm.
So I did find it funny when they were starting to make the analysis of, like, they were making sex jokes where they're talking about guitars, and Rarity's just like, are you guys talking about playing guitars or masturbating? There's no difference, Rarity. There really is no difference.
I just liked his whole analysis on how those guitars should literally have nothing coming out of them because they're not hooked up into anything.
Yeah.
And he just goes on and on and on about why this is not possible.
They're electric guitars. You shouldn't get sound and reverb out of them unless they're plugged into an amp and a speaker.
Here.
But in all honesty, the Equestria Girls is not the only animated series movies that has been guilty of that.
Well, you can either.
Damn, Squirrel.
Tired?
Ready to pass out, aren't you?
Yeah, a little bit. You could either put that on two things. Either one, and this is the more probable opinion, they didn't have a lot of time to animate all that crap in, or two, they just didn't research it far enough, which...
I'm going to go with the first option. There wasn't
Yeah.
enough time to animate it all in. I mean, because in the first movie, they did the same thing. Flash does accompanies Twilight when she's doing her song to win over the school, and his guitar is not plugged in. So, I think it was just like, I think it was more than likely it was the animator saying, "Who the fuck cares?" And anyone that is going to care is kind of a dork, which
Pretty much.
we are.
Yeah. It makes me more interesting about when the movie comes out, how that's going to be reviewed and analyzed to fucking death.
Oh, I know. And I mean, we've already got fan art of some of the characters that they posted on the EQG, of the pirate and the cat. And we already have people flipping the damn table over that stupid cat. They're like, why is there a cat? Why is there a Puss in Boots character here?
What would you rather have?
Yeah, I know. I'm just
A
like,
dragon?
we have a talking parrot who is a pirate.
Yep.
Probably
actually-
wants a cracker. Or you walk the plank.
To say, I am rather excited about that character.
Probably wants his cracker, or you walk the plank.
I'm terribly excited about Storm King and Emo Bitch, whatever her face is.
You mean the unicorn with the broken horn?
Yeah, what's her name?
I just hope that toy we saw last week isn't actually the thing that she's riding on, isn't actually in the movie, because I'm like, wait. So Equestria now has advanced enough technology that they've made hover bikes from Star Wars? I mean, the extent of technology in Ponyville is the steam engine in the movie theater.
Hang on.
What? Hold on, they got...
They do have turntables.
Yeah.
And if you want to get really into it, they also have, no, never
The level
mind.
of tech in Twilight's lab is actually very appropriate for a society that doesn't have television but has movie theaters. He has oscilloscopes and very rudimentary sensors. sensor equipment.
It also means that they can make movie adaptations of books.
That too.
The Daring Do movies. I'm sure somebody's going to do it eventually.
Oh, they've already.
Yep.
Well, I'm sure. And Dash will be camping overnight to get tickets.
That would be kind of neat to have a Daring Do spinoff.
Yeah, but like it's kind of pointless because Daring's real.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
well, maybe just an episode here or there of just Daring Do doing the thing.
Just like
hell, you couldn't. Here's the thing, though, we couldn't even get spin-off episodes of just Celestia and Luna. How do we really think we're going to get spin-offs of Daring?
The question is, do we need it?
It's always nice to think about.
No, I mean, it would be nice to have a couple of episodes about along those lines, like they did with with all the pets and the background
TMC
characters.
then.
Yeah, the CMC and the background characters.
Pets, CMC, not much of a difference there.
Oh Lord, if they
Don't
did,
I know it? Half the time we have Apple Bloom hitched up outside eating grass.
they probably could
You're not
pull
chaining
off.
her up, are you?
No, we use a rope.
They probably could pull off a full episode of just the pets. Like it would start off with
They
Tank.
already did.
Yeah,
they didn't.
no,
That was
that's fine.
For sidekicks.
No, but I mean focusing on the pets entirely, not
Only.
just the main six. I mean, the main six would still be in there, but I mean, it would.
Dude, again, just for sidekicks when Spike had the pet sit.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I'd actually say that. Probably. Hang on, let me think here. The comic that they did it better.
This is true. Okay, music break.
Music time!
Here
Alright,
on
Knocker.
Celestia Radio.
All pony all the time, except when it's fandoms and awkward silences.
Yep.
Too awkward.
Dun. Hey, we're back. Hello, everybody. Okay.
You might as well have a new bed here.
Wow, thrilling.
Anyway.
Oh wait, this is a tree.
I guess in a little bit more of pony news, because I guess I like taking away Trade's job. From the Toy Fair, we are finally getting some previews of the K'NEX. Well, they're Tinker Toys from K'NEX with MLP stuff on them.
Okay.
So you can build your own little Tinker Toy
What's wrong with K'NEX?
sets and K'NEX and stuff and things and what have you.
I actually thought K'NEX were the shit as a kid.
K'NEX were the shit.
Like,
They are.
my parents would
Pretty
get me
cool.
tons of Legos. I had a huge bin of Legos. I love playing with them. I love building them. But then when I went to a friend's house for a sleepover and he pulled out his K'NEX set, I was like, what are these things? This is amazing.
A hell of a lot more flexible.
Mhm. And they can hold their shit together better. Like, you can make an actual working roller coaster.
I made a crane. It was not fun after a while.
I gotta say, though, this looks kind of weak.
Yeah, it does. well, it is like a... it's not like a full set. This is a prototype. So
Okay.
I think they're just like getting feedback and ideas of what it would look like. So... let's see. BronyCon adds Tony Fleece. We don't care.
Is
Okay.
BronyCon still, like, having issues?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
called getting people to want to go.
Well, that's why they added the gaming stuff downstairs.
Yeah. TrotCon adds M.A. Larson. Where even is TrotCon? I forget where that is. That is... Oh yeah, it's in Columbus. That's right. Yay. EQG will be EQG will be having a new book called Magic Everywhere. They're back from summer camp at Everfree, but they can't relax yet. After saving the camp from disaster, they still have to raise the money to do repairs, and a car wash might not cut it.
So put it on.
Oh my
Bikini
god!
Top.
Are they really saying a car wash?
They said a car wash may not.
Oh no! Damn it! Now I'm thinking about the human main six in Sunset and bikinis washing cars. God damn it!
EQGs are ready to try new things, starting with a mishmash music video. It even caught up in the world of movie magic, but when real magical powers come to play, the girls are going to have to use their own newfound powers and links to Equestria to save the day once again. Coming out in June.
God damn it! They had to say that a car wash might not be enough. Now I'm just thinking about seeing like the girls in bikinis sitting on an empty lot waiting for people to come by and wash, just so they can wash their cars. And damn it! Get that out of your head!
And they're recording a music video as they're doing it.
Oh my god! Damn it, Squirrel!
Jeez. It does not help that one of my Facebook groups has been posting Bacon Maine bikini pics for like the last week.
Poor Sunset. I mean, I know I
What do
complain.
they have against Shimmer?
This is Shake Your Tail, the fan service version.
There you go.
I mean, I know I made a joke about the last movie about how come we don't see any of the girls or guys in swimwear? They're at a fucking lake.
Yeah.
I know I was making a joke about that, but I was just a joke.
Your mouth to the universe's ears.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to make that comment.
And I am not awake. Whee!
Did you take
What?
a nap, sweetie?
I didn't. I tried. I didn't get to.
Is nobody awake?
Well, poor
Squirrel's
Tim
trying to
here
fall
stayed up a
asleep.
little too late last night.
I tried to go to bed afterwards. I just couldn't fall asleep for 4 hours.
Yep.
Con in my neck of the woods, but doesn't look like I'm going to make it. Winnie City on the 31st.
Actually, that has me thinking of something. Okay, so my local con is called RottleCon, right?
Mm-hmm.
And recently they posted on Facebook that, hey, this year the convention is free for attendees.
What?
What?
Really?
Yep.
How?
But I have no idea. Here's the thing, though. A lot of people who I know who work behind the scenes at conventions are all going, oh, this was a big mistake. This was a big mistake. They're going to find out the hard way.
Yep.
So it's making me wonder just what's going on that this happened.
How can they afford?
They're saying something
pay
about sponsors, but I think that this is going to bite them in the ass.
Yeah, this is
I
going to
don't
bite
think the
them in the
sponsors should
ass.
provide that much.
It's got to be a really rich set of sponsors.
So
yeah, I mean,
so
you gotta pay for
Remember
the venue.
Midwest.
so the
You gotta pay for the
sponsors.
venue, unless the venue's willing to like let you hold it for free, which good luck getting that.
So the
And-
No,
sponsors.
the part of how they say paying it is like selling rooms for the con is part of what they do, and something else. But yeah, there's something wonky going on with RottleCon, and I have my worries that it's unfortunately reached the end of its days.
I'm just like, well, let's see. Their sponsors better not just be the local Jimmy John's.
Yeah.
That
Jimmy
sounds like
John's will
another call.
sponsor anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, they truly will, actually.
Mm.
That sounds like another ball pit in the making.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Okay. So, did you go to that, Gray?
No, I did not.
Oh, damn. Next time, if they ever decide to hold another one of those, you should go and just laugh at them. Hell, I'd go with you.
Actually, I will say this much: the last RottleCon I went to with 10 was, we could tell that there was a lot of like, it was kind of slapdash at best in some cases, and the venue wasn't great. It was inconvenient to get to. It was old as dirt, and it was really small. And somehow they made it work. But I don't know. I had fun. What about you, sweetie?
It was fun enough, but it was more because of who we were hanging with, you know?
Yeah. Unfortunately, we couldn't get, because of the time slot, we couldn't get Dr. Wolf and Silver Quill to attend the Princess's High Tea.
Yeah. I'm still miffed I had to miss that last year.
I mean, who wants to have tea and sweets at 9 in the goddamn morning?
Unfortunately, it needs to be more of an afternoon tea thing.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot, who'd we get bumped for? Like, it was like a DJ thing, right?
I think so, yeah. But they're going to be running Royal High Tea at Crystal Mountain PonyCon, albeit without me, but so that's at least going to keep going.
Yeah.
And it's fixed.
Yay!
Yay!
Did restart and fix it?
Restart fixed it.
Yep.
What
Okay.
was that?
Hiccup. So.
And whose was that?
Mine.
Fanny's.
You've heard the fan burp. There's the fan hiccup.
There's the fan hiccup. Well, guys, I am grasping at straws to keep this show entertaining for our listeners.
We've got reviews!
Oh, that's right.
We have reviews of shit.
There's reviews and a madlib coming up.
Yes.
Reviews first.
I shall let our resident anime nut job do go first.
Nut job.
I
Nice
am not
compliment.
a nut job, thank you.
She's a
I'm a
weeboo.
dingbat. There's a difference.
She's a weeboo as fuck.
Well, I'd like to think for a weeaboo I'm pretty tame, but we'll
Sweetie,
see.
you want us to do the tradition of Valentine's Day and White Day.
Not all the time.
Speaking of which, you've only got a few more days to pick out something.
I know. Who says I haven't picked out something?
In any event, today's anime, folks, we're going the route of the magical girl, but not the one that you might be familiar with, because I don't actually own any Sailor Moon. When
Yeah,
that cartoon, aside from like the movie or something, when that came out, it was one of 3 shows that aired in morning cartoons for me. So it was Sailor Moon. There was very early Pokemon, pre-explosion with little kids.
Mm-hmm.
And there was Mega Man. Guess which one I got into? To the fighting robot.
I'm blue and cyan.
Okay, you can stop with that.
In the name of the moon, I will punish you.
Now, my real anime descent into madness began with the show Ronin Warriors, which we've already discussed before. But now, when it comes to magical girls, I do still have some taste in there. I like Madoka, and we'll get to that at some point. But today I'm going to bring up one that's criminally underrated in my thoughts. It's nice, succinct, and pretty well-contained little story. It is the anime Pre-Tier. So, Pre-Tier was released by ADV when ADV was still a thing. And I would say it was about midway through their career. So, they were finally getting into the groove of things. They were doing okay in terms of their dubbing productions. Not fantastic, not terrible. But they were getting there. And so, Pre-Tier is this cute little box set of about 13 episodes. Nothing huge, self-contained. And it follows the story of 16-year-old Himeno Awayuki, or as she is known by the love interest of the story, Tulip Head, because she literally does look like a tulip. But the general idea is that in a magical land, an ancient being, well, not ancient, a powerful being known as the Princess of Disaster has awakened, and all she wants to do is consume the joy of humanity so that she might wreak her disaster upon it as vengeance for the wrongs committed against her. The only way to fight the Princess of Disaster is to awaken the Princess of Light, known as the Pre-Tier. And the people who find her are known as the Knights of Leafey. There are 7 of them, and they are your typical shonen boy flavors. You have the brooding black-haired protagonist. You have the super effeminate blonde boy. You have at least 3 underage kids. Thankfully, they are actually portrayed as kids and not love interests.
The lolly shotas. Oh god, no.
You have the fire-headed guy, and then you have the seemingly sweet guy, but with a dark secret, of course. And suffice to say, the girl obviously goes for the guy she's constantly arguing with, which is the black-haired guy.
Like you do.
Now, what happens in pre-tier is as beasts of disaster come and they take possession and they start draining the energy of people around them, the pre-tier, in order to use her powers, has to sync with one of the Knights of Life to use their elemental gift. And when I say sync, they literally phrase it as become one. And all the innuendo is there.
And we're not talking the innuendo that's in Steven Universe here, guys.
Nope.
Yeah.
Literally, they both magically get naked, and the guy phases into her very being and spiritually possesses her. And voila, suddenly she has, we'll say, ice powers or wind powers and a cute spunky outfit to match. Suffice to say, it's embarrassing as hell for her.
The connotation, though, especially with the younger members of her knights, apparently, that's fucking creepy as hell.
Thankfully, they downplay that point, and they actually don't show her fusing with the littler boys, the littler Life Knights, any more than maybe once, and really only out of necessity.
That's still fucking creepy!
Don't worry, it's not as bad as it sounds. That being said, as Himeno engages in the fight to protect her family, she has kind of suddenly been adopted into a very rich family that she's not too keen on. Her father and the widow of a former very rich man got married, and so all of a sudden now she's really rich, and she has to get along with her 2 stepsisters. One of which is a spoiled, rotten brat who does everything she can to kind of thwart Himeno without really realizing what she's doing. And then the other is basically emo. It's like, I don't want to deal with anyone. Daddy's gone and no one understands me, yada, yada, yada. So Himeno is having to struggle with adapting to her new family life and now having to fight monsters as well.
Hold on a second. It sounds to me as though they've essentially done a magical girl version of both Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs plus Cinderella.
Yep.
Great.
It's a weird combination of all of them in that regard, because there are definite references to both of those. However, as we go on, we learn that the Princess of Disaster was in fact once a pre-tier herself. And the reason she became a Princess of Disaster was because she fell in love with one of the Life Knights, but he didn't love her back. Needless to say, this particular Life Knight is the same one that Himeno has a crush on.
Like you do.
So she's throwing a fit because the guy she wanted doesn't love her back. And one of the Life Knights that had a crush on her decides to go over to the side of darkness to serve her, because he had a crush on her and it's the same thing all over again. So you have an extra convoluted version of Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs with magical girl powers and pretty silly humor, actually. It's
sounds like
it's definitely
stupidity.
What anime doesn't have hint of stupidity, especially a romantic comedy, and this is definitely a romantic comedy.
Ugh.
That being said, Pre is actually a really fun romp. It's short, it's sweet, it's funnier than most people would give it credit, and it's actually got a half-decent dub, which is more than you usually get. The cast is pretty well done, and thankfully they tone down the elements you'd think would be a major creep factor, which, like Fanny was saying, would be the bits with the little boy Life Knights. That being said, it can get serious pretty quick, and the serious moments are kind of jarring for a series that's typically so lighthearted.
Honestly, it sounds... I've watched a lot of the magical girl genre, and there's only two that really... I actually have tried Pre-Tier. I tried watching an episode of it. I tried watching it, but I just couldn't get into it because... I don't know. I'm either weird or... Yeah, call me snobby with my magical girls, but I
think it depends on whether or not the characters identify to you in some way. Like in my case, I never clicked with Serena or any of the Sailor Scouts. But with Pre-Tier, I enjoyed Himeno much more, and that's why, as a magical girl anime, that's why I liked it. So if Sailor Moon isn't your cup of tea, as a magical girl anime, this might be more to your tastes.
I've tried Pre-Tier, but I like Sailor Moon, but there's also one that I adore to this day. As far as though only the original series, but I don't like the movies that came out subsequently with it and the weird spin-offs, and that's Fushigi Yugi.
Fushigi Googie! Sorry, I had to call it that. That's literally what I call it, just because the name is so convoluted.
I know.
I actually love that series.
I do too. It's one of my favorites.
I own all the VHSs.
I can't recall the exact title, but a lot of people also call it like the Great Fairy Tale or something.
That's pretty much what it is, because it's based off of a Chinese story that doesn't translate to Japanese.
Yeah,
I think it's the Mysterious Play or something.
Yeah, that's it. The Mysterious Play. It's also called the Mysterious Play, and they've done manga of it. In fact, there's a couple of manga that are spin-offs, technically prequels about the previous priestesses. Essentially, it's
Priestess of Genbu.
Yeah, the Priestess of Genbu. It's essentially the basic plot is, for people not familiar, is essentially this normal Japanese girl gets sucked into a magical book where she becomes a magical girl, essentially, but in ancient China.
That's kind of argumentative. It's not really.
I think it's more that she suddenly is called into a destiny than being called a magical girl.
Yeah,
it's the typical it's the genre of being called into another world.
Yeah, it's a spirit of the way type of thing.
Yeah,
she's the priestess of a great. She's a priestess for essentially a Chinese constellation, or the spirit of that constellation, and she has servants or helpers who are named after the stars that make up said constellation. And when they all get together, and they have to do it in a time of, and when they're called and get together in a time of need, blah blah blah, they save the world from destruction and crap. Thing is, in this one, two show up at once because the girl because of reasons, best friends end up both getting sucked into the book, and then one ends up staying, and then the other one comes back again. But yeah, lots of convoluted shit, but it's still really good. It's long, it's great.
It will make you want to hide from the same time from the romantic things, because you're like, I can't take it!
Actually, to be honest, I will fully admit
you hate
this.
the villains. All the truths will, even though the villain is a wump in many respects, all the shit he does as an adult, his backstory makes you sad, but as an adult, all the shit he does makes you want to fucking stab him.
Oh yeah, he is.
Yeah, there's actually. I will admit this. I will admit this freely. Fushigi Yugi is the only anime that ever made me bawl and cry. I was just like, I was on the floor. I was like, pause it. I need a moment.
I can't.
I can't. God damn it.
Fushigi Yugi is very manipulative of the heartstrings,
Oh
and
my
it does
God,
it
so
a
bad.
lot.
It doesn't let up.
I hate to say it, but the other series done by the same creator, Sarah's Celestial Legend, I don't think it was quite as powerful in that regard.
Yeah.
Fushigi
By the way,
I
I did get reminded of something, and This was only a couple years after MLP started, and then I was trying to figure out, why do I like Rarity so much as a character? I was trying to figure it out, and then I watched Fushigi Yugi again, and I was like, that's why! She reminds me of Noriko!
Yep.
Remind me of Noriko.
Noriko is awesome.
You remind me of Noriko, Rarity.
Well, I haven't seen the show in a while.
Oh, yes. That's exactly why. You are just like Noriko. Or Noriko, however you want to pronounce it. Oh god. My feels for Noriko.
I know. It's what I didn't like was kind of what they did with Noriko and the OVAs.
Yeah.
Or like right at the end of Noriko's arc. It's like,
You
here
asshole.
Noriko's a very confident transgender woman, and then
now-
he goes like, "Oh, as a man, I've always been in love with Miyake." You're not a man. Embrace being a woman. It's who you are.
It's fine to be a woman and be gay for her. It's fine to be a woman and be
Yeah,
gay
you're just
for
kinda
yourself.
yelling at these guys.
Oh, hold on.
Bullshit! Bullshit! You wanted the Emperor's balls not a season ago, and now it's all of a sudden it's about this priestess? What the fuck, dude?
It's fine to be bisexual and it's fine to be gay for your priestess, dude. You can or chick.
I know. It was so sad when they made Noriko have to actually act like a man. I'm like, no. Noriko was a very proud transgender woman. Keep it that way.
So the
Seriously.
reason that you liked me is because you thought I was transgender?
No,
No.
because Noriko is fabulous.
Oh,
She's-
yes.
God, she's fabulous. She loves all the clothes, all the makeup, all the jewelry. She likes to look good, even when she's slumming around among peasants.
Oh,
and,
yes.
And Noriko looks good when she's fighting.
Yes.
And she's also the single strongest member of all of the members
Yes,
of
she
Miyaka's
is.
team.
Kind of like if Rarity had Applejack's abilities and was secretly a guy.
So
boner.
what you're saying is if Orchard Blossom looked a little bit more like a girl.
God, sorry I took that away from you, but yeah, like pre-tier kind of its description really did when I did first hear about it did remind me a lot of Fushigi Yugi, but I couldn't get into it because I don't know. I can't even remember the first episode. I just remember that I was bored and like
It's one of those things that for magical girls, I think, are one of those genres that if the show doesn't grab you right off the bat, it's not going to get to you at all. In my case, Pre-tier was the kind that got to me. It's the kind that I'm interested in. I like the more action-y based ones. And for me, for some reason, Sailor Moon never clicked.
Whereas for me, Sailor Moon absolutely, completely clicked with me.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it's very strange, but Sailor Moon was actually the second anime I grew up watching, and me and two other guys who were in like upper grade school or middle school or something like that, we actually watched that before the bus would show up, and we thought it was the greatest thing. Okay, and everybody was like, "You're watching a girls' anime, your girls' cartoon." I don't care. It's good.
Yes,
That being
And
said,
my
to
brother
this day,
loved that anime too.
to this day, I still call her Meatball Head. I'm sorry, I still call her Meatball
it's
Head.
a good nickname. I'll give you that one.
Oh
That
god,
being
I
said,
still
I-
go by English too.
I did allow my friend to kind of bully me into doing a Sailor Moon cosplay group with her later in the year. But I said, the only way I will do it is if I'm allowed to do Pluto, because she's the only one I really like.
And
Understand?
you know what I actually find very ironic about Sailor Pluto is that she was the one Sailor Scout that died and stayed dead. And what happened to Pluto?
She got reborn as a baby.
No longer a planet.
No longer a planet. Yep.
So how sad, isn't it?
I only watched Sailor Moon up to at the beginning of season 2 because I was like, wait a minute, she doesn't sound right. So then I kind of stopped.
Well, that's because they tried to get enough of a sound alike, but yeah, the original woman who voiced her quit.
Yeah.
And
And
she changed, and it changed again some point later on.
Oh,
and
Yeah,
But then they-
Korea has had like a ton of different iterations.
she's had five
Mhm.
she's had 5 VAs, but only one who managed to do the majority of them and stick.
Yeah.
Especially in the later series, up until the one right before Stars.
I just have the season 1 finale. It was the only one that's like super memorable to me.
Oh yeah, everyone remembers that one because everybody dies and then gets reborn.
I was like, oh my god! And then there's
Like,
season 2.
time
started,
reboot!
and
I'm sorry, my reaction to that was cop out.
Yeah.
No, but it's like that's just the way it is in those things. Because originally in the manga they were supposed to die. They were all supposed to die, and then have a reboot sort of they died, but then they were given another chance to have just normal human lives instead of being superheroes, and that was it.
But then the manga got really popular and it kept going.
And so the same thing with the anime. The anime had to follow suit.
Anyway, moving on.
In my case, I've always been more of a shonen anime fan than a shoujo anime fan. So
Yeah, that's fine. I mean,
romance ones, it's hard for me to get into. Fushigi Gugi is one of them, but I still have to call it Fushigi Gugi.
Well, the reason Fushigi you can probably deal with that one a lot easier than the rest is because, well, there's a lot of fucking great action in it. There's some fantastic fight scenes in there.
And the story itself is really good.
Oh god,
It's
so many
so
times
involved.
I was like on the edge of my seat and I was so anxious for the characters. I'm like, I have to stop it. I need to take a break.
I know.
It's almost soap opera-ish, but it's better.
This is gonna sound.
I think actually the first moment the moment in the series that I lost it the most, where I said nope, I'm done, and my friend had to force me to sit down, was when Tamahome's what happened to his family.
Oh yeah.
I was like, nope, done, fucking done. I am done with this shit. She had to like drag me back to the TV and
like, it
force
gets
me to watch
better.
it.
That was so harsh too.
That was awful.
And I was just
I
like,
wanted-
I want to
I
kill
wanted to-
this kid so bad.
I wanted to quit when quit when Miyaka's friend went through her shit, especially when it was revealed that it never actually fucking happened and he was manipulating her. I wanted to throw something at the TV. I wanted to smash the screen. I wanted to. I was so mad.
Say what you will, Nataku was an out-and-out bastard.
Oh my god, I hated him so much. Even his backstory couldn't redeem him for me.
No, but as a bad guy, he always had another plan.
Yeah,
He always had a contingency plan upon contingency plan upon contingency plan.
he just didn't actually count on the actual genuine power of love and forgiveness.
Well, that's because he couldn't. He literally could not believe in something.
Oh my god, you
No.
guys. Because of,
precursor of love and
because of the way the original series ends, this could really be written in MLP.
Yeah.
The power of love and friendship overpowers this evil dictator of a jackass. I'm like, oh my god, this could be a plot for MLP.
So you're saying that Nataku is Sombra?
I
That
would
could work.
love to have Sombra be that much of a villain. I would love it.
Yes, that would take actual character development from Sombra, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It would.
I mean, God, it's such a waste for him. Poor Sombra.
Anyway, we have
This-
madlibs.
This is gonna sound so weeaboo of me, but I guess mainstream of me. But when Naruto started, I was so hardcore into it. But then,
Everyone makes mistakes.
but then I was like,
Some more than others.
Well, I was like, this is starting to become a lot like Dragon Ball Z and getting really boring really fast.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of like how.
Yes, welcome to Filler City.
I think
welcome
it got
to 12
better after
episodes
the
for
time
one
jump.
scene.
No, you want Filler City. Fucking Bleach.
Oh
Oh
god.
god.
Bleach.
Yeah,
I wish I could pour
to me, when I
bleach
saw-
over watching
I
that
couldn't
series.
do
all of
Bleach.
these, when I saw all these animes coming out into mainstream media, and I watched a few episodes, I was like, "This reminds me of something." And then I went back and watched DBZ. I'm like, "Oh, they're trying to copy DBZ." I'm like, "Guys, DBZ was able to do it because it was the only thing there." And they
DBZ had a
captured-
great formula and they kept it. Yeah,
they captured lightning in a bottle, and you
Mhm.
can't
and everybody's trying to replicate it.
Yeah, you can't expect to do this again. And even DBZ wore out their fucking welcome.
Yeah,
Okay.
and the thing, and it's kind of like with Sailor Moon and stuff like that, and Fushigi Yugi. You can have similar animes that kind of do the same thing, or try and replicate the same exact feel, but it's like you can't.
Sooner or later, it's going to have to come to an end, and not everything. You can't necessarily do the same thing and expect the same result twice.
Exactly. It's kind of like how Oran High School Host Club was able to work, and nobody's ever tried to replicate. And no one's, so far as I've seen, has tried to replicate that, because it's not just about, overcoming genre barrier or like playing with it. It's not just about pretty guys who know they're pretty and just will have fun with it, but it's just an interesting concept to have a reverse harem where they're like, hey, let's just have people come here and we'll be their date for about 5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just like, no one has tried to do that. No one's tried to like play with that since, because that was a very niche little thing, especially given that it's a reverse harem with gender bent thrown in, particularly with a character who I think Taru is I think Toru actually might actually be non-binary, given her "I don't care what gender you perceive me as or how I dress or how I look" type of thing.
Also, in the fact that she's completely used to her dad being a
drag queen.
Oh.
Yeah.
Her dad's also a gender fluid drag queen.
Mm-hmm.
Without batting an eye.
Mm-hmm. Like, the dude was only dressed and acted like a man for her mom, and then when she died, he went back to working at a bar in drag, and he was fine with that. And he goes normally about his day in drag. So yeah, gender is not an issue in the Fujioka household.
So, speaking of bad filler, how many seasons of Rurouni Kenshin were just bad filler? Including the last one.
Season 3. Okay, sweetie, to be fair, seasons 1 and 2 followed the manga almost to a perfect T. Then 3, they had to like they had to like throw something in the air, because they're like, well, the manga's not done yet, and those assholes aren't telling us the story, so we have.
I'm not denying that. My point is, good shows all have bad filler.
Yeah. Although I think the biggest culprit of that is
Inuyasha.
That's the worst culprit.
Oh yeah.
Which is a shame, because I love Inuyasha.
I've read the mangas. I know I've seen the pieces that the filler are based on.
Oh,
They're not that long. They're not that fucking long, and some of them are unique to the anime itself. And it's like, okay, how much fucking filler are we gonna have here before we get back to the freaking shit with the actual plot?
Well, hell, they had to release the ending in a completely separate series, and it's still 40 episodes!
Like, you couldn't just condense it, could you, people? You couldn't just smush it.
I realized that at the time they were finishing the first series, Rumiko Takahashi still hadn't finished the series. But oh my god, learn when you need to call it a break and then just release it as movies or something.
And
Or
even
just
then, the
call it a
movies
series.
had nothing to do with the
any of
manga.
it.
Yeah, but again, and this is a persistent problem with anime. I mean, look at Fullmetal Alchemist.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
But at least with
and then
Fullmetal
there's
Alchemist,
Brotherhood. But, well, here's the thing. Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, they realized, hey, we've done this so many times in history, and everyone has gotten pissed off about it. We should probably stop. So let's make our own thing, and then make another anime based on the manga after the manga's finished, if it's popular enough.
Well, it was popular
it's just
enough,
like,
so.
to me,
and it was popular enough. Like
It was like, it's one of the very, very few rare anime that has been popular enough for such a thing.
yeah, because with Fullmetal, the original series was great, and I say this having fallen out of the Fullmetal fandom. I still appreciate the show for what it was, and yeah, Brotherhood's good, especially since it is a faithful manga adaptation. But it's But yeah, even though they both have divergent storylines, and one became its own thing and has its own continuity absolutely, completely against the other. But yeah, like, you know, it was just that good of a series, and had characters that were endearing enough, in spite of Vic Mangina never being able to do any other damn voice. Even when he was trying to be a kid, just sounding like, dude, you're 40. Come on, stop trying. Just get somebody, get a chick to do this voice. And, you know, Aaron Dismuke, with just when he was just a wee baby thing, doing the voice of Alphonse, that was really the best part for me, and still is, that Aaron's Alphonse that just tears you apart and also lifts you up depending on what's going on. Because they had the right combination of a cast. They had good... Funimation used to do this all the time, and they still do to some extent on some of their projects, but most of the time they kind of fall short. But they had good translation. They had good dubbing. They had good casting. And so you had the right combinations of all those wonderful things with a powerful enough show in its own original, and back in Japan it was huge. So, and they had a perfect combo of cast and people going on with it. So to have all of those factors together, yeah, it made for a humongous storm of success. And that's why it's hard to replicate anything similar, and why there is nothing like Full Metal. There is nothing like Full Metal Alchemist at all.
The closest I would say would probably be Dragon Ball Super.
And even that doesn't hold a candle.
Nope, because it's still running on its own steam, and Dragon Ball has always been its own thing.
Yeah, and trust me, like when I say that Full Metal is one of the most popular animes of all time, I have a friend who despises anime. If you mention to him, he hates it. He likes Full Metal. Like he says, okay, this is a good anime, but all the others suck.
See, even because it works on a storytelling. Even both versions of the series work on a storytelling aspect. They work in storytelling. They work on narration. They work in just pretty much every aspect that makes a good film or a good TV show amazing.
Well, they're engaging. That's what it's all about. I mean, they grab and they hold. Yeah.
And even the bad guys you sympathize with. And that's the best kind of bad guys, one who you can... It's kind of like how Marvel makes good movies. You have bad guys who, even though, yeah, they do this awful shit, you understand why they're doing this shit.
In Brotherhood, I did not sympathize with Father at all.
Well, that's Father. But
that's
what
Father.
about greed? What about lust?
What about envy?
Yeah.
What about pride in Brotherhood? Little fucking pride.
Yeah, no, see, that's the thing. I didn't sympathize with Father because he's an arrogant douchebag, and I was really happy to see him get his comeuppance, but I was actually sad for the other homunculi.
Yeah. And in the original series, the 2006 one, yeah, Dante, she is a bitch and a half. But she's a yandere. She's a yandere girl, just given fucking alchemy powers. And I love yanderes. Take that what you will.
I don't know if I want to.
Lenny, you've seen me with my shovel. I think you understand.
Sure, but you don't aim that at me.
No, just any pony who I don't like looking at you.
Alright,
That reminds me, I need to push Trenderhoof's hoof back into the compost heap.
So, did you want to do the madlib?
Yes, please.
I'll save the fanfic reviews for tomorrow then.
Sorry, man.
Okay.
Have we got it ready?
Yes, it's ready.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. Shirley, let's start with you then.
Okay.
Adjective.
Nope, that's a verb.
Describe something near you.
Wait, describe something near me?
Well,
Yes,
anything at this
That's
point.
a descriptive noun, or a descriptive word.
Descriptive word. Wet.
Okay. 10-10.
Yeah.
Someone in the room.
Well, we don't have Zion and his army of plushies, so... Just for the hell of it, squirrel!
Squirrel.
I think he died.
Yep.
Yes, he's died. He's a zombie.
Yep.
Penny,
Yeah.
adjective from you.
Perforated.
Perforated. 12. Part to the body.
Brains.
Oh,
Seen that coming.
when I saw what was next, I'm like, okay, I know what to do. Okay, man.
Yes.
Noun.
Oh god, I'm stuck for a noun.
Anything.
Guitar.
Okay. Shirley,
Mm-hmm.
are you a fan of the artist?
Yes.
Anyways, noun from you.
Pen.
Pen.
A writing pen.
Okay. Trixie.
Alala, why are you waking Trixie up at this hour?
I want a great and powerful number.
Great and powerful number. Ooh.
1.
She didn't ask you. 7. It's lucky, therefore it works.
Certainly does.
That makes me think that Trixie got a little bit of her start in Las Pegasus.
No.
Maybe she wanted the craps tables. That's how she bought her first wagon.
Let's see, tree hugger.
Blessing.
A plural noun.
Groovy. Cookies.
Has she been baking again?
I'm totally baked out.
That's not what I meant.
Close enough.
I have like 10 batches of my cookies and a few brownies.
Oh boy. Somebody
Well-
keep the CMC away from her.
Why? Are they allergic to nuts?
Possibly.
Depends on what's the nut.
I think
That being
walnuts.
Hey, would you be interested in a contract for debuting those around certain magic shows?
Maybe. Will you help donate money for helping the environment?
Sure.
Awesome.
I imagine every pony will just get one heck of a kick out of my magic shows after that, especially with the fireworks.
Great. I
Anyways,
love that.
Squirrel?
Brains.
No, not quite. A type of liquid.
Brain juice. No.
Oh,
Let's
No.
see. Orange juice.
Now I'm thinking of the one episode of The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
Yes.
And instead of saying brains, they're all going brownies.
Brownies.
Although granted, that episode did introduce me to Voltaire and his wonderful work.
Well, I've got at least 2 or 3 of his songs.
Oh, I love Voltaire.
When You're Evil is an awesome song.
Yeah.
That's like that was Discord's theme song before he was reformed for me.
Oh,
You know
yes.
what? I would love to hear Rev sing that song. I really would.
You
Please.
probably would get it. Raymond?
Yeah.
Raymond.
Yes.
Adverb.
Willingly.
You're using a word of consent?
I hope we have a safe word.
Shirley?
The safe word is banana.
Broccoli! It was broccoli!
Anyways, Sherlock.
What?
Someone in the room.
If I'm not mistaken, that would be Princess Celestia over there in the corner.
You want to use her?
Why not?
Okay.
Oh, I suppose it's fine.
Well, Celestia, since you're here.
Of course.
Adjective.
Let's see. Why don't we go with moist?
Hey, Celestia, I've got a question.
Hmm?
Have you been trying any of Tree Hugger's baked goods?
No, I haven't had the opportunity. But then again, my sister's been baking moon cookies lately, and those are quite good.
Let's see.
But if she'd be willing to bring them by the castle, I'd be happy to try them.
Totally. I got some right here.
Oh, wonderful.
Treehugger, since you're still here.
Yeah.
An adjective.
Tasty.
That's an adjective.
Right on.
Let's see. Same in the room. So that would be Celestia again.
Oh, my.
Squirrel.
Sup.
Adjective. That's what's up.
Hi.
Hi. That's describing someone. Raymond.
Yes.
Another adjective.
Cloudy.
It would help if I could spell cloudy. There it is. Shirley.
Mm-hmm.
Another adjective.
Sparkly.
Purples.
One of Rarity's favorite accents.
It works. Tenten.
You.
Plural noun.
Hullabaloos. And yes,
Whatever
hullabaloo
are.
is an actual word.
Fanny.
What?
Noun.
Num 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 num.
It's a long one.
Noun. Trying to think of a noun.
Thing. Or individual.
Mouse.
Squirrel.
Yeah.
Plural noun.
Shelves.
Raymond.
Yes.
Verb.
Float.
Wing.
And Shirley, finish it off with a plural noun.
Plural.
I like floaty things.
Yes.
Oh god, who let Pinkie Pie in here?
Hi!
Ponies.
Why not?
Why not indeed?
Could have been worse. Could have been Pinkies.
Do we really need more than one of her again?
That's why I said it could have been worse.
Okay. I know we've done this one before, but with the app I have now, it says it doesn't exist. So, well, how about some excuses for being late to school?
I didn't need excuses back when I was in high school.
You just didn't go.
No, I did, but like if I showed up late, my senior year, if I showed up late, my teacher, why are you late? And I just kind of shrugged at him. I was like, I'm doing the work, right? And they just kind of like gave up on the whole. They're just like, oh, fucking asshole. But then when my mother started working for the high school, that's when I wised up.
Okay. Anyways. Dear physical education teacher,
Uh-oh.
please excuse my child for missing what class yesterday? Yes, wet class.
Wet class.
Okay.
Yes. When Squirrel woke up yesterday, I could see that his nose was perforated.
Oh, ow.
Too much cocaine.
He also complained of brain aches and having a sore guitar. And I took him to the family pen. And the doctor quickly diagnosed it to be the 7-hour flu. And suggested that he take 2 cookies with a glass of orange juice. And go to bed willingly.
At least one of those will help.
Well, I'm liking the cure so far.
I don't think cookies and orange juice go that well together.
But the orange juice at least is still good for a cold.
Yeah.
Or a 7-hour flu in this case. Dear science teacher. Oh goodness. Please excuse Celestia for being late to your moist science class.
Well, I can't always have a problem with physics. I do control the sun, after all.
No, wait, I have to ask, was this something you wrote to Star Swirl back when you and Luna
Star Swirl was more of a tutor, really. So, no.
It gets better. Please excuse Celestia for being late to your moist class. It's my fault. I feel tasty.
Well, you are quite a marshmallow rarity.
Shut up! I am not your parent.
I think Applejack would attest otherwise.
I am not going to make your excuses for you.
No, that's Twilight's job right there.
Yeah. Celestia was up until the high hours of the morning completing her cloudy project. Just as she was going out the door, I noticed that her only pair of hullabaloos had a mouse in them.
Hullabaloos?
Oh, that mouse was for Philomena.
Oh my god.
Oh, it gets better. It took me an hour to find my shelves so I could see to float the needle, enabling me to sew her ponies back together.
Oh god, it's turning into
Is there a
cupcakes.
Dr. Frankenpony or a Pony Stein in the audience? That's beginning to be what it's shaping.
No, it's turned into cupcakes.
It's really turned into cupcakes.
Damn it, Pinky!
And that was some real that was really good reasons to be late.
Especially when I have all your horns and skins. What?
You please don't have mine.
I didn't say anything.
I was gonna say I'm kind of using my skin.
Ew, that's creepy. Why would I take somebody's skin?
That actually, for some reason, I'm reminded of one of my favorite scenes of Legends of Everfree, when Pinky discovers she's got the power to make sprinkles explode, but everyone thinks it's whatever she touches, and she tosses AJ a box of nails. They're like, "Oh shit!" And Pinky's like, "What? Oh, did you think I was gonna make them blow up? Oh, I'm glad that didn't happen."
That was the madlib.
Okay.
With quite a discussion topic.
Of cupcakes, but
So,
Well, we've got about 10 more minutes. I can
do
do
you want
like
to do one more music break, or no? Never mind. Oh,
No.
Go ahead, Shirley.
I can do like two. I can like do 2 fanfic reviews. I've got like 5 up here, so I can do
yeah.
tomorrow.
if anybody likes, we could also do like the first version or first letter of Disgruntled Letters from a Princess, or Letters from Disgruntled Princess.
Let's
How far back they are.
let's save that for tomorrow.
Well,
I'm not here tomorrow.
Oh
We'll save it for
shit!
next week.
I'll save it for next week.
Because I
Okay.
don't know if that guy's caught up.
He is very caught up.
Oh, let's poke at some this week then.
so let's do it. Let's do it now before we take too long.
Okay, fine.
All right, go for it.
Pokey
And
pokey.
let me bring up the fic. Da-da-da.
By the way,
I can review these
Shirley?
tomorrow. Tim does not need to be here for me to review these.
Shirley,
Huh?
see the chat? Another new picture from this guy?
Oh yeah, Server Pie. And I think recently he did the one where Sunset is like
A sushi chef.
not a chef, but a server.
No, well, no, when you have sushi, the chef is the one who makes it.
It
The
was-
chef is the one who prepares it and serves it to you.
The sushi, yeah.
So are we doing letters from an irritated princess or disgruntled friendship?
Disgruntled.
Disgruntled friendship student.
Search for me!
Why is there no link?
I'm not there, unfortunately. I'm trying to get to it, but it doesn't want to let me.
Oh, this means I get to bring
Silly
Glimmer
computer.
in, doesn't it? Well, I'm gonna have to drag her out of whatever freaking project she's doing now.
Although I think a couple of my favorite recent picks that this artist did had to be the one where Flurry Heart was like, "When I grow up, I'm gonna marry you." Sunburst and Shining and Glimmer are just like, "What the fuck?"
All right, where were
I
we?
think you're a little overreacting. Hold on, is the link in there?
Oh god, there's a disgruntled Philly version. There's a Philly Twi one now.
Oh God.
No.
No!
There's a link to the overall fic. I'm just trying to find the chapter we're on.
I think I remember.
That's the go through.
Then there's that really cute fic of like Derpy just mad at Sunset for upsetting Flash.
And I know we didn't do the researching the Crystal Heart one, so we're past Twilight's Kingdom.
Yes.
Way past that.
Ooh.
Bonus chapter: Stallionford University rape case.
No, we're not going to do
No,
that.
we skipped
Applejack
that
We're
one.
not going to read that.
We very much skipped
Applejack
that.
Day Off.
Applejack's Day Off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the last one we stopped at.
All right, hang on, I gotta find it.
Mine's
Here, I'm
mine's
posting a
loading.
link. There's a link to the chapter.
Oh. Well,
Yeah.
it's loading.
Day off.
Give me a minute. It's loading.
And I'll look through this in the meantime. We have Twilight, Spike,
AJ, right?
Apple Bloom, Rarity,
Hello.
Aloe and Lotus, Applejack again, and Rainbow Dash.
I'll take You know what? Let's have
Let's have Raymond read.
Yeah.
let's have Greymane read some. He can
He can be Twilight.
Which one are we hitting? The Applejack Day Off?
Yes.
Applejack's Day Off, yep.
And then we're going to skip the next one after that.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, and the first one is Twilight. She's making a diary
Hold
entry.
Applejack's Day Off.
I'll do Aloe and Lotus.
Yeah, it is.
And of course I'll take the apples.
And Starlight, right?
Yep.
All right. We ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Dear Diary, today was one of the most annoying days of my fucking life. And after today's events, I really need to vent out. First off, I recall one of my old letters mentioned how Applejack needed to be not so stubborn as shit regarding her farm work, and apparently she didn't learn anything at all from that.
I didn't learn anything.
I was right the whole damn time.
She is still overworking her ass off and that piece of laggy shit she calls a Farmville. Secondly, fax machine ate all my fucking pies. Does that slave of mine learn anything at all? That's it. He's starving for the next 2 weeks. That'll show him who's the mistress of this castle. Anyway, en route to my disaster of a day, I met the oh-so drama queen Rarity,
Hi.
and she just wouldn't shut up over how she can't get Applejack to take a break and go to the spa. Who cares?
I care!
I don't. Just get Fluttershy, or better yet, me. I certainly would like to try one of those personal massages from those spa ponies, particularly on my marehood.
Oh, God.
Not on your worst day.
And what happens instead? Those bitches leave me behind while I get stuck doing Applejack's chore of feeding pigs. Luckily, I had fax machine do my work for me, though strangely there wasn't any progress made at all by the time Rarity and Applejack came back. Either Applejack's hoof writing on the instructions were as illegible as crap, or fax machine was blind as shit.
Illegible was misspelled.
Yes, it is.
No, we're legible as crap.
No, they're supposed to be illegible.
ILL.
Oh,
He used autocorrect or something. It's illegible is what he wrote.
Eligible.
Eligible. There you go. That's another thing. Why the fuck is she farming pigs? Last I checked, ponies don't get anything out of them. Who knows? Maybe she's helping Pinkie Pie with an underground bacon market.
Who
I mean, what? Just keep going. Nothing
I've
to
got
see
to
here, Pinky.
Gotta wonder if she ate bacon while she was in the Equestria Girls universe. And just when I thought the job was done, I get pulled into more chores. Or rather, telling her off on how completely ignorant she was for not even noticing the 101 ways she's been overcomplicating her workload on the farm. Applejack's common sense has honestly left the building, every pony. Because that's how she's been doing chores all this time. Excuse me. Why, Celestia?
Yeah, please don't die.
One.
He did die. Like
Wow.
It was nice knowing you.
Did he just
No,
leave?
I'm recovering from the plague.
Don't
By
you
Celestia,
hate that?
yeah, I know. By Celestia, even I'm not that much of a workaholic. You know what? Somebody read the next line here. I gotta drink.
So in
something.
the end, what I learned today was that Earth ponies cannot spot others' mistakes, but not their own. Fucking hypocrites. Clearly, I need to check that genealogy record again, because after today, I simply refuse to believe she's a fourth generation farmer. Well, at least I got my pies. Only to have them all eaten up again the next day by fucking fax machine. He even had the nerve to suggest that I possibly could try helping out Applejack's chores again to get some more pies. What was even more infuriating was him suggesting that I could try wrangling the chickens, since I'm so knowledgeable on how to handle cocks. That's it. The fax machine is going to starve for 3 weeks now. In the words of my former, rarely seen teacher, let's see how he likes my pie.
I don't think he does.
A hungry hip pony, Twilight Sparkle.
Who wants to be Spike?
Dear Starlight, you just had to eat all the pies, didn't you? Sincerely, starving Spike. Bitch.
And again.
Oh wait. Dear Dragon Lord Ember, I saw Rarity today after the usual spa session, and now I really wish for you to be my new special dragon. Please reply soon. Scared for his life, Spike.
Let's see. I guess I'll try Apple Bloom.
I got it.
Alright.
Let's see here.
There, Applejack. I get that you said before that it's very important for me to have hobbies and all, but you, on the other hand, need to learn what relaxing is. I know it's hard to understand, but relaxing is where you don't do any activities. I mean, completely unproductive and just be plain lazy. It's no wonder you're still considered a background pony, considering you're completely married to your work.
Burn.
Mr. Apple Bloom. Yes, my sister talked to Rainbow Dash. She's an expert on being a lazy ass bitch.
Out of the yard.
Rarity.
Dear Aloe and Lotus, are you serious? How in Equestria could you not notice a leaking pipe in your very own fucking spa? Your client, Rarity.
Dear Rarity.
Hey, I was going to do that one.
Oh,
No,
okay, fine.
So, you do that.
I called dibs.
Dear Rarity, why? Well, we just don't realize there was this problem, as we have so many other problems to worry about. Like bulk biceps busting through the walls of our spa, for instance. Concrete ain't cheap, you know. If bulk wasn't such a fine asset to our spa, we might have found him on the spot. Signed, Aloe and Lotus. P.S. Besides, we are always told in Soviet Equestria, pipes fix you.
Depends on the kind of pipe.
AJ.
Dear Rainbow, what's with all the embarrassment over going to the spa? Haven't we all been there before together? Confused Applejack. Applejack! Or do you want to do that other me?
Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, dear Applejack, I guess you haven't tried their usual treatment yet. You know, the usual. Ask Rarity or Fluttershy, they'll know what I mean. Embarrassed, the bird, Rainbow Dash.
And now we have a ton of fucking random images. Let's see, Dash with the I'm not cute blushing in her robe. Melted Rarity replaced with the head, her head replacing Darth Vader as his mask is pulled off.
It's
Applejack tipping at a glass of Chocolate malt?
Impure cider.
We've got Twilight or Fluttershy's brother in the next one.
The give a fuck-a-meter. And then there's Applejack doing her impression of the chickens, and then the text says, then there's this asshole!
Someone's trying to fake the account. Unless that's his account, and
I think we got more room for just one more Flutter brother.
yeah, we're gonna skip the extra chapter.
Well, the bonus chapter, Acts of Terror in France?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, we're not gonna read that.
Why not? What's wrong with it?
It's a little too sensitive.
Okay.
Just a heads up, I call dibs on Bab's seed in the next one.
You got it.
Who wants to do Zeph?
I'll do Zephyr.
You'll do Zeph?
This'll be
Okay.
great.
I'll do Zephyr.
Oh,
I'm going to
geez.
sit this one out. I'm still
Okay.
coughing.
I'll take
That's
Twilight
fine.
then.
I'll be Fluttershy for this.
I'll take Twilight then.
And also Starlight.
Well, I think it's Starlight and Spike, so...
In that case, I'll do Pinky. Unless you want me to do Starlight and you do Pinky.
I'll be Starlight, you be Pinky.
Okay.
Who's gonna be Flutter?
Squirrel.
Dare Rainbow Dash. So, if you aren't crushing on a magnificent stallion such as myself, are you gay or something? Perplexed Zephyr Breeze.
Fish
Dear
me pudding.
Discord, have your sock puppet dimension ready. I'll need it in case my little brother tries lounging his ass around in our parents' home after all the shit I went through with him. A peep sister, Fluttershy.
Dear Fluttershy, oh, brothers, completely worthless in every comprehensible way. To this day, I still can't get my own brother to bone me. I feel your pain. Also, I have the perfect job for your little brother, and it involves him not having to do anything at all. You just need to have him visit my castle and stay in bed all day. With me. Horny as fuck, Twilight Sparkle.
Dear Zephyr Breeze, run while you still can! Distressed. Starlight Glimmer with Spike hiding in a corner.
Help!
Dear Twilight and Fluttershy, and this is why I'm glad Hasbro gave me sisters instead. Thankful for sisterhood, Pinkie Pie.
You're not the only one.
And then, we have a picture of Babseed and Zephyr staring at each other with Babs deliberately in Zephyr's face going, all right, bub, I don't care what fancy college you came from. The world of main dressing is barbarous and cutthroat. Make one mistake, and BAM!
Damn.
Well, Babs did
Yeah.
get a cutie mark in
Cutting mains.
just cutting.
Because she will cut a bitch.
Alright, we got 7 minutes left, unless is
I can do one more.
it 8-bit
It
tonight?
depends on how long it is.
I like this.
Tonight.
I like this
It doesn't look
comment.
that long at all.
I like
Which
this.
comment?
I like this comment. Dear Mom and Dad, don't you know what birth control is? After having me, you should have used it. Sincerely, Fluttershy. P.S. When I fell off that fucking cloud, why didn't you come looking for me? Let me guess. Zephyr's embryo convinced you not to.
Alright, if we're doing the next one, I call Gordon Ramsay Pony.
Oh god, yes, please.
And
Also-
who here can do Sven Gallop?
Oh my god.
They both is do.
Where's the pony, Pinkie Pie?
You can
Sorry,
do it then.
I'm trying. I'm a little tipsy.
If only our good friend Codemaster C were around. He does a great Sven Gallop.
Okay, so we got Starlight,
We
Pinkie
got
Pie,
Pinky
Gordon Ramsay, Sven Gallop,
and Pinky again.
Okay, so I guess Fanny, take it away.
All right. Dear Twilight, so it took you all this time to figure out that the cutie map isn't working. Are you still running table 95 on that thing? Time to upgrade. Sincerely, Starlight Glimmer.
Wow.
Dear Rarity, alright, let me see if I'm understanding this correctly. Your entire career depends on you adding your own unique flair to your product. So, why would you think it would be any different when it comes to the culinary world? Every restaurant every restaurant we went to was horrible, and yet you thought that's what this restaurant needed? Just because sugar cubes come in cubes doesn't mean everything has to for Celestia's sake. Seriously, Pinkie Pie.
Seems odd for her to say.
Okay, hang on. I gotta get into my Gordon Ramsay mode here. Donkey, it's fucking shit. Is that command? You may be a fucking pony, but you act like a fucking donkey. Pissed off king of cuisine, Gordon Ramsay. P.S. I give you a -3 stars for not even eating the food at all, and yet rate the place anyway? Fucking asshole! What do you think?
Good.
It's serviceable.
Hey, I would have actually gone full hog, but I kept my voice down a little bit.
But your voice went fucking raw for a little bit there.
Let me try
It's
going
fucking
deep for Sven
raw.
Gallop. Let me try going deep for Sven Gallop.
It's fucking raw!
How deep can you go?
Dear Zesty Gourmand, table for 2, Sven Gallop.
Yeah.
Not deep enough.
Yeah, no.
Dear food critics everywhere. So, yeah, sorry. I know the last 5 minutes of this episode were pretty much a fuck you to your entire profession. Apologies. Pinkie Pie.
And more images.
I think
Oh
the
God,
my favorite one is the second one. Just Rarity looking at the
sassy!
aliens. I love the second one. Rarity looking in the
Oh,
window.
boys. Want to make it 3-way? Although I don't like how the fact he's missing a word.
Just like I taught her.
Oh my god, the fourth one with Pinky and Saffron.
Oh wait, you got one down at the bottom is Gordon Ramsay.
Dude, you gotta.
Fascinating. This chicken's so raw, it's still idolizing Rainbow Dash.
And with that, I have to go.
Alright, here's what I know if you really want to succeed. You must follow the trends, that's the key. Although that's not really what she taught me. I thought I was supposed to teach her that. Anyways, I think we should,
Miss Rarity, your final whatever it is.
no, first everyone else say their goodbyes.
Oh fuck. Okay, everyone say goodbye.
Bye.
Blanche.
Cough.
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 Quack.
And Fanny's already left, so I will say goodbye in her place. Goodbye.
I'm
everyone.
here.
So say goodbye,
Bye bye.
as whoever. Anyways, from all of us here at
Yeah, I
Treetime,
know you, bye-bye.
this is Miss Rarity saying, don't forget, we will be here tomorrow, so be here tomorrow, goddammit!
Indeed.
Goddammit!
You know
None
what?
of us their count up!
Indeed.
Bye bye, everyone.
Good night.